Tuesday's Talking Reds. I'm Josh Sexton, joined once again by my mate Lizzi Doyle. I've not been one of these for a while together.
No, it's been a
keeping
while.
us apart, haven't
I know. It's because we're too good, that's why.
I keep thinking it's a Monday, you know, like even when I was going to say Tuesday's Talking Reds, and I was like, is it Monday or Tuesday?
It does feel like Monday. I think because you were off yesterday.
Yeah, I've been like in and out of the office working on our book, which looks back at the season. It's available to pre-order now as well. Just a little plug
hint.
there. But been like in and out of the office working on that. And yesterday was one of the out days, so I was sort of very exclusively in bed working on it, which was
in bed working on it. What a life! Wish I was in bed working.
So that's why yesterday would have felt like Sunday to me, because I was doing that. But no, it is Tuesday, and the big news at the moment, with everything being a little bit quiet, is Simon Mignolet looks like he's set to stay. Paul Joyce saying now he signed 6 years ago today as well. He feels like, and you know, I've been criticised for criticising on Talking Reds videos in the past, and I think my sort of reason for that was that I thought he reacted badly to the Carrier situation last season, whereas now I think he's completely turned around with the Alisson situation, and I don't think that, you know, it's a bad move for Liverpool to keep hold of someone like him who's shown the attitude he has, and also is not really a bad goalkeeper either.
He's alright, isn't he? I mean, I absolutely slated him. I think the reason why people have changed their minds on Mignolet, I'm sorry, it's because we've got a bloody good goalkeeper. Yeah. I think if we didn't have a good goalkeeper, you know, he wouldn't be getting this much of a pass, is what I'd say. And okay, that might be harsh, but 6 years, like 6 years he's been here, and I find that amazing. I mean, fair play to the fella, but I find it incredible that he's been here 6 years. It feels like maybe 3 or 4 tops, but I don't know. He's a sound number 2. No. He's not a number 1. That's the thing, and I think you can't really criticise him when he's playing second fiddle to arguably one of the best keepers in the world at the minute. So, like you said with the Carriers thing, he reacted badly. But what I will say is what's changed my mind on him is the reports from this season of how he's been in the dressing room and how he's acted, and Klopp's had the highest of praises for him. And you know, we can only judge him as the keeper that we see on the pitch, which half the time is spewing the ball with spaghetti arms. But if he's making a difference in that dressing room, if he's, you know, reassuring Alisson and he's supporting Alisson rather than making it toxic and getting a chip on his shoulder, why would you get rid of him? If he's willing to stay and sit on the bench and play number 2 to Alisson, then I don't think you can get rid of him for the sake of it. It makes no sense to me. It's all about this team seems now more about attitude, and it sounds to me like he's had a bit of a rocket up his arse, and sounds happy for him to stay really now.
Yeah, it seems like he's bought into the sort of good mood around Liverpool at the moment, and me and Gibbo were on one Talking Reds last week talking about the way the harmony feels at the moment. It was really nice coming in this morning and sort of going to the Echoes live blog and looking on the club's website and seeing this quote from Naby Keita about Salah. So honestly, like, touched my heart when I see it. He says, Salah looks after me like I'm his little brother. He always gives me advice on the pitch. He's a nice guy who works hard. When he works at the gym, he always asks me to join him. I want to be asked to the gym by Salah, you know.
That's so cute.
I don't go to the gym, but if Salah was asking me, I reckon I'd 100% be going there every day.
That's the cutest, but like that's the example he's picked out. Like he asks me when I'm going to the gym. I want to go to the gym with Salah.
I think it's Salah's little brother.
I thought, to be honest, it would be more Mane than Keita.
Yeah,
from the Bezies and stuff like that, from the Liverpool video from before. But it's nice to know. See, Salah surprises me every time, and I think because I think he's a really humble fella, and I love hearing stuff about Salah that, you know, you don't really find out about him as such on the surface. I think I've said it before and I'll say it over and over again. I think Mo Salah is a fantastic advocate for professional footballer in this modern day, and especially for this football club, but you know, for footballers in general, you know, his morals and the way he holds himself and stuff. Like, for me personally, I always talk about when he done an interview, I don't know if it was with Time magazine actually, when he went for those awards, and you know, he said one of the things I'm fighting for at the minute is how people treat women in my faith. And I was thinking, you know, you don't see people, you don't see professional footballers caring that much to come out and talk about it, and you know, I think it radiates from him, and it doesn't surprise me, but it's just lovely to hear that he's like that. And I think you look at our team, and we've always said, we haven't got a leader, we haven't got captains, and You know, Henderson's been criticised a little bit in the past, but obviously not anymore. I think he's really grown into it. We've now got Virgil, you know, even the likes of Alisson, Milner. But when you hear stuff like that, that's a leader. Like, that's a leader. And I'm just so happy that he's in our team and that we've got someone like him to spread his lovely joy and smile.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice as well to have nice lads who are good at footy. I think, you know, we've had some sort of things on the Anfield app in the past, and I think there's been a few supporters who've advocated for us getting some bastards in, as you call them. And obviously we used to have that in Suarez, and he's been up to his usual antics last night. But it's nice that we've sort of moved away from that now, I think. And when you see the reaction to Suarez last night, I remember after the Barcelona away game, I was fuming with Suarez because it was everything you loved about him when he was at your club. But then you hate him when, like, obviously we lost 3-0, so I was just bitter about that anyway. But then last night, you know, he's appealing for a handball against the goalie when he touches it in the box. He's trying to get a player book for tackling a pitch invader. The guy is just absolutely off his head.
He's ruthless. But the thing is, I just don't think you can compare Salah and Suarez. I think maybe if you want to look at them technically, but even then, it's the two different players, and I don't want to necessarily go with one is better than the other, because I feel like I look at them in different ways. And I think with Salah, it's that lovely, we've got this adoration towards this really lovely fella who just seems to be so down to earth and enjoys football and is really humble. But we love Suarez because he was a little bastard, basically, and we hadn't had that. And it was nice for us to be hated for once. It was nice for us to have the player that everyone wanted. Everyone hated, but we loved, and it's a different type of love with those two. They're not similar at all, but when I watched those clips from last night, the thing is, I was the same as you. When it got to that Barcelona game, I was like, I'm giving Luis Suarez hell, and I was screaming at Suarez, I was screaming at him. I was thinking, oh my God, you are horrible, you are horrible. How did I ever love you like that, like a really awful ex.
I really enjoyed the booing at Anfield as well, because I feel like sometimes when like these great players come to Anfield, and obviously Suarez used to be ours, I feel like we can sometimes stray on the line of giving them too much respect. Like I don't mind, you know, the clapping the opposition goalkeeper and things like that, but I think with Suarez we needed to give him that kind of reaction, you know, particularly when he's coming out saying, oh, won't celebrate and stuff. Like it's good to just give him that needle back. I think.
God, it is, of course it is, and the thing is, I don't know how much that takes away from how much we love him, really. I think everyone needed to just, we were also heated in the moment, and when you take a step back, you knew Suarez was going to be like that. If there's one, we always said it in the build-up, if there's one thing we know about Luis Suarez in and out, is that he will do anything to win a football game, no matter who it's against. And that's clearly, to win a football game, he's trying to appeal for a handball against a goalkeeper. Like, Luis, you know the rules of football. Like, you are being paid a stupid amount of money. If the goalkeeper touches the ball in the box with his hand, it's kind of his job, isn't it?
It's funny when people say about Suarez bending the rules, because now he's just trying to, like, actually change them.
Oh, he's mad. He's absolutely mad. Wild. And that one where he's tripping up, so what is it? The Chile fella?
The Chile player trips over a pitch invader, like basically to help the stewards, because the stewards were getting nowhere near him. And then when the Chile player does it, Suarez runs over to the ref and tries to get him booked. It's absolutely unreal.
He's a horror, but you know what? People like him, footballers like Suarez, win things, and you know what? He's never going to change, and he'll take any advantage he can get. If you want to call him a bit of a cheat, go for it. But I just think he's one of those people you've got to admire, because I think you can't hate him too much, because he's just so consistent. He knows what he's doing, and I think you just got to admire the fact that he actually just doesn't care about anyone. All he cares about is those 90 minutes, and if he wins the game, we've seen it when he got taken off against Norwich when he scored 4 goals. He was kicking off because he wanted to score 5. It's just stupid. He's ridiculous, but really made me laugh. Really made me laugh.
Well, as I said before, I think it's nice now that we've got good lads who are role models off the pitch and are winning things on the pitch as well. I'm looking forward to seeing them back. We're going on the pre-season tour as well. It's going to be my first time personally going out there, so I'm really looking forward to that.
When is that?
It's the 18th of July. We're doing live shows in Chicago. I think we fly out that day or maybe the day before, and then we've got a live show in New York on the 22nd as well. You can get that at theanfieldrap.com/tour live. Craig also told me to say there's 50% off all merch on the shop, so go and do that as well. Yeah.
Oh my God, there's some boss stuff.
Loads going on at the moment.
I clearly know what's going on in my own company. I'm like really shocked by everything.
The news in Liverpool might be slow, but the Anfield Wrap is always all action, always.
It is. I mean, there's like 10,000 transfer shows a week with not many transfers transfers, so that takes some doing. So yeah, there's a couple of shows out today. There's The Market, which was recorded yesterday, which is more of an overall look at the transfer window. So if you're sick of us talking about Nicolas Pepe, which I think we're trying to force through ourselves, this is more like a general look. There's a couple of stuff like that. There's the transfer rumour show out today. But you get all your news, you get all your stuff, you get it all here, including 50% off Boss Merch as well.
Yeah, so if you're not on it, get on it. Subscribe to Talk Player, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and up the Reds.